this. It's like an out-of-body experience because I used to watch your show and I'm interviewing you, which is super duper weird.
And I've loved you for 25 years.
Oh,
I've always like rooted for you, and we met at Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
We met, and I cavelled and got a picture, but it's great to see you doing so well.
But I wasn't interviewing you. This is
no, you were singing. You were singing.
Yeah,
hello.
This is different. I was like, it was just an out-of-body experience. I was like, this is weird. I should be on the couch. But so you shot your show here in New York, a bit of it, right?
I did.
Yeah,
on
you
26th Street. Did some of you guys come to my show back in the day? I think some of your people that work here worked on my show.
I know. Everybody said. By the way, just so you know, everyone says you're so lovely. Everyone here that has worked with you is like, she's so nice. You're gonna love her. I was like, we didn't meet, but it was very quick.
I'm real.
Passing.
I'm real like you're real.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's refreshing. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I'm honestly just too lazy to be anything else. But yeah, I can blame it on that. But one way you've reconnected with New York is through Community Access, right?
Yeah, Community Access is an incredible organization, and they've been around for 50 years, serving the New York City area, helping the homeless and the mentally ill find permanent long-term housing. They're incredible. They have so many other programs, but they also have this initiative that they started for young people to be able to make films on their own, reflecting their own journeys through dealing with whatever mental health issues. It's amazing. It's they're premiering the top films on Apple TV, and it's really a remarkable program, and I'm honored to be sort of spreading the word about them.
Very cool. How are you and your family doing? How are you and your family doing?
We are doing well. I mean, we moved to New York, my husband and I. So my children are grown. I have a 28-year-old and 24-year-old, and thankfully they were not living under my roof when we lost our home a year ago. Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah. And my husband, Ross, I mean, we're lucky. You know, I know it feels weird to say that after losing literally everything I've owned, and this home that I took 7.5 years to build, and it was just the culmination of all my hard work.
Yeah.
And to lose it in one night.
Oh man, it is too. If you're a nester, I'm a nester. Like every piece means something. And I was watching those fires. I was like, oh my God. Like it's. Yeah. I know it's material things, but also there's pictures, there's moments, there's drawings, there's things that.
Memorabilia. My Hairspray script signed by every actor when I was 18 years old on that movie. You know, the list of things, the photo albums, all the things that are priceless that you can't get from an insurance company.
Yeah.
And it was really, really hard, and we've managed to like land on our feet in New York City of all places. I'm so happy to be back. I did my show here. I grew up here. I'm from this area. Yeah. And I feel very much welcomed back by New York City.
Oh, it's such a welcoming place. Take us through the day of the fire and what happened.
So for us, we were planning to stay. We lived in Malibu, and we lived, you know, in this kind of rural area overlooking the ocean, and we had planned to use our pool water to fight the fire. We were trained by firefighters. This was a system that we'd actually deployed right before there was another fire 3 weeks before this one. And so we knew how the system worked. We were planning to stay and just hunker down. And it got gnarly, like as it got darker. The winds changed, and it just became a different kind of fire, and we knew we had to get out. So it was one of those things that we didn't pack, we didn't plan. You know, looking back on it, we could have taken carloads out and removed all the things that mattered to us, but we didn't because we were planning to stay. So we got my dog out, we got each of our cars and a little carry-on suitcase, and that was basically it. And what you grab in that moment, you guys, when you're, you know, you're basically running for your life, and I'm in my closet, I grabbed 4 pairs of jeans in the same wash. Why?
In the same wash.
In the same wash. I mean, and I'm a size up now, so they don't even fit me. But I mean, I kick myself at the things that I didn't think to grab, but I'm alive, and
that's a chaotic moment. No one thinks that's gonna happen, right? You know, like
for us, I mean, think like Los Angeles. It's dense like New York. It's not as high, you know, vertical, but it's densely populated. And to see at 10:30 in the morning from my deck the fire 12 miles away, and within 24 hours it would come and burn my house down. I mean, it still doesn't make sense. I say it out loud, and I'm like, that really happened, you know? And it's so many people are struggling, you know, still in my community in Malibu, in the Palisades, in Altadena, you know, the insurance situation, the
rebuilding situation.
The rebuilding, I mean, all the levels of the children that were their schools burned down. I mean, I really do consider myself very lucky that we didn't have small children, and we did have insurance, and we do have this opportunity to come back to New York. But I think we have to learn from this and hopefully do it better next time.
But when did you find out what happened to your house? Because
the next morning. So we went to Ojai. I went to a dear friend. My friend Robin housed us for a month, and it was there the next morning that my friend that was helping us during the fire, he went back, and it was pretty gnarly footage of him driving up. He shot the whole thing, and my house was still in flames at 6:56 a.m. the next morning. So 24 hours later, basically. And yeah, I mean, it was just like him screaming, and just he felt so bad. He was so sorry because he thought he was going to help us save our home. And yeah, I mean, it was just, I kind of had this feeling it was gone. I just had this sixth sense that just like, it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And we're going to rebuild. We are going back. I love that land. I love that community. I miss it. And I also love my new life right now. So I'm gonna have the best of both worlds. It's gonna be a gift in the end for us.
You're an optimist.
I am, always.
Good way to live. Well, the story doesn't end there.
No, it
this
doesn't.
gets crazy. So what happened last month on social media?
Okay, you guys, like I love social media and I also hate it. But in this case, it is such, it's magic. So I get this text late at night, and granted, my husband and I were in bed, we had taken our gummies, and we were in that state of mind. We were down for the count, and I get this thing, and then people are blowing up my phone. This woman on Instagram is trying to reach Ricki. Like, do you know how, anyway, I found these photos, and I think she may want them back. And I'm like, so I just I left a voice message and said, hey, yes, it's me, Ricki. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. And sure enough, she was at the Pasadena Flea Market, which is like an institution in LA. She likes to paint women, and she likes color photos for some reason. And so she went through and found this box of my photos. Now, I lost every photo album in my house, everything of my children that were pre-iCloud, pre-iPhone, gone. My grandparents' photo albums. Anyway, she got these pictures to me. These are my personal photos that I believe.
Pictures recognize you, and you got these back. That's insane.
Yes.
If that were in a movie, I'd be like, this is so fake.
I know. But the thing is, I don't want people these were not my actual photos that were in my house. People were saying, oh, they looted your house. No, these were copies of photos that
other family members had.
Yes, I think it's on my ex-husband's side of the family. We don't know how they ended up at the flea market, but sure enough, I have all of these pictures.
Okay.
But I still don't have clarity on it. But that's my. These are
priceless.
They're now 28 and 24. Milo and Owen. I mean, they are priceless to me. There's me in our Connecticut house. Look, I wasn't wearing a bra. I was definitely not wearing a bra.
We got it with the hippie vibe. We got it.
Yeah. And I was going for the Demi Moore ghost haircut, but it wasn't quite that.
I think you've got it. Yeah.
Anyway, this was a gift. He was the cutest. Oh gosh. Okay.
You're like, hide.
Some are not me.
Yeah. No, that's just an incredible thing to happen after such a devastating loss, and that's the kind of stuff that you can't buy back.
No.
Yeah, there's no
so much of what I lost you can't put a price tag on, and that was such. And Patty, who I know is probably watching, she's the sweetest. I love her. I'm so grateful.
That's
for
a
her.
very special thing to happen. So you're now a producer on a documentary about one community's experience with the fire. So tell us about it.
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet at segueing. Big Rock Burning is a film that I came on towards the end of the making of the film, and it's a community that's very close to where I lived, and it shares what their journey was at the beginning stages of this fire. This filmmaker, David Goldblum, who lived there and lost his home, he went back in, kind of went under the National Guard, broke through with a cameraman, and started filming these stories of 40 families and what they went through during that time. And it's heartwarming, it's heart-wrenching, and I think it's important to tell these stories.
It's important, too, to see what goes on. So if people that want to help, they know how to help, or they know what to do. It's like, you know what I'm saying, it gets out of the news cycle. It's not in everybody's, ear all the time. It's like, it's important to see and remember.
And it can happen to you. It can happen to me, you guys. It can happen to any of us. And I think,
even if you build your house properly.
It's true. It's like fire and all these, weather events and all these unnatural disasters. Because really, I mean, in this case, it really was something that should never have happened in the extreme that it did. And so I think knowledge is power, and I think these stories of, people just like us, and, our next door neighbors going through something so hard, and it's a beautiful film, and I'm super proud, and I love that it's on PBS for everyone to see for free. So I urge you. It's a short. It's 28 minutes, and it's beautiful.